Simple Tales presents The Snow Maiden from Russian folklore. Long ago, in a village surrounded by forests and fields of snow, there lived an elderly couple. They had lived together for many years and were known throughout the village for their kindness. Yet despite their happiness, one sorrow remained in their hearts. They had never had children. As the years passed, that sorrow grew heavier. One winter morning, after a great snowfall, the villagers' children gathered outside to play. They built snow forts, threw snowballs, and laughed beneath the pale winter sun. Watching from their window, the old couple smiled. Then the old woman sighed. "If only we had a daughter," she said softly. The old man nodded. If only. An idea came to them. They stepped outside and began rolling snow into great white mounds. Soon, they shaped a small figure. They gave it arms and legs, a face, a smile. Before long, they had built a beautiful snow girl. The couple stood back and admired their work. Then something extraordinary happened. The snow girl's cheeks turned pink. Her eyes opened. She blinked. Slowly, she stepped forward. The old couple stared in amazement. The snow girl smiled. "Mother," she said. "Father." Joy filled their hearts. The miracle they had dreamed of had come to life. They named her Snegurochka, the Snow Maiden. From that day onward, the cottage was filled with happiness. The Snow Maiden was gentle, obedient, and kind. She helped with chores. She gathered firewood. She listened carefully to every story her parents told. The old couple loved her deeply. As the months passed, Snegurochka grew into a beautiful young woman. Yet there was something unusual about her. Though she was always polite, she often seemed distant. She smiled, but her smiles were quiet. She laughed, but only softly. And while others celebrated with great excitement, she watched calmly from the side. The villagers noticed it too. Still, everyone admired her. Winter remained her favorite season. When snow fell, she seemed full of energy. Her eyes sparkled. Her cheeks glowed. She wandered happily through the frozen woods. But as spring approached, a change came over her. The snow began to melt. The days grew warmer. Birds returned from distant lands. Flowers emerged from beneath the earth. The villagers celebrated the arrival of spring. Yet Snegurochka grew quieter with each passing day. Her parents worried. "Are you ill?" they asked. "No," she replied. But sadness lingered in her eyes. Summer soon arrived. The fields turned green. The forests filled with life.
Young men and women gathered for songs, dances, and festivals. The Snow Maiden joined them because her friends insisted. Among the villagers was a cheerful young shepherd. He was kind-hearted and loved music. Whenever he played his flute, everyone gathered to listen. The shepherd grew fond of Snegurochka, and though she did not fully understand the feelings growing inside her, she enjoyed his company. For the first time, something within her heart began to change. She found herself waiting to hear his flute, waiting to see his smile, waiting for their next meeting. The warmth of human affection slowly awakened within her. One evening, the villagers gathered for a midsummer celebration. They lit a great bonfire beneath the stars. Music filled the air. People sang and danced around the flames. As was tradition, the young villagers began leaping over the fire for good fortune. The shepherd extended his hand. "Come with me," he said. The Snow Maiden hesitated. The flames flickered before her. The fire's warmth touched her face. Around her, everyone laughed and celebrated. She looked at the shepherd. Then she smiled more brightly than ever before. For the first time, she felt completely human. For the first time, she understood love. Hand in hand, they ran toward the fire. Together they leaped. And at that very moment, the Snow Maiden vanished. Some say she melted into a silver mist. Others say she became a small cloud drifting across the summer sky. Still others believe she returned to the realm from which winter spirits come. Only a faint white mist remained above the bonfire. The villagers stood silent. The shepherd called her name, but she was gone. Her parents wept for the daughter they had loved. Yet they also remembered the happiness she had brought into their lives. For a brief time, their home had been filled with laughter. For a brief time, they had known the joy of family. And though the Snow Maiden disappeared, they never forgot her. The years passed. Winter always returned. Whenever the first snowflakes drifted down from the sky, the old couple would look outside and smile. For they remembered the daughter who had arrived with the snow and departed with the warmth of summer. The Snow Maiden's story is not one of punishment or failure. She was born from winter and belonged to winter's world. Yet she longed to understand the joys of human life. In the end, she found what she sought. For one precious moment, she experienced friendship, affection, and love. Though that experience was brief, it gave meaning to her existence. Some things are beautiful not because they last forever, but because they are precious while they remain. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share Simple Tales. There are many more legends waiting to be told.